Why does Inumaki speak in rice ball ingredients instead of just not using his curse technique when he speaks? Let's salmon row about it. Well, the short answer is he literally can't help it. Inumaki can't not use his curse technique even if he wants to. It's different from somebody like Gojo who can choose whether to activate the Limitless or not. Inumaki is stuck with this. And the reason for this are these cursed seals on his face and tongue, the eyes of a snake and the fangs of a snake. And Inumaki was born with these. He had no choice in the matter. And so that is just part of the inherent way cursed speech works. There is no activation of the technique. Anything he speaks will be in cursed speech, which is why everyone in the clan basically has to learn a different way to communicate. These seals are necessary for cursed speech to function, which is why we also see them on Yuta Okotsu when he copies the technique, both on his face directly or on the megaphone that Rika conjures for him. Now, as far as to why the cursed speech technique has this like physical seal element that goes hand in hand with it, I couldn't tell you. It's just how Gege decided to cook this one up. Although for my money, we still don't really know how curse techniques originated, but I would guess someone way back in the Inumaki family line made some sort of binding vow about this. And special shout out to Connor for sponsoring this video. Let me move out of the way for anybody that wants to read the full question, but it basically boils down to the Inumaki question. But something I want to throw on top of that in this video is to explain why some characters seemingly understand their techniques far better than others. And it's not just because, they're an idiot or something, although that probably is a factor for some people. But what it boils down to in a large number of cases is the fact that some people have like literal guidebooks explaining how their technique works, mostly in the big sorcerer clans, because we're dealing with hereditary techniques like curse speech, for example, or something like the 10 Shadows or Gojo's Limitless. Those are techniques that have existed for generations, right? So when somebody is born with that, they are literally given a guidebook and probably have instructors to teach them how their technique operates. Now you compare that to somebody who is like a first generation sorcerer or has a curse technique that has never existed before, then they themselves are going to have to figure out how this works. So there's basically just a learning curve and it's much easier for some people.